Dealing with disrespect the Stoic way. Hello, everyone. Today, I'd like to discuss a common issue that we all encounter at some point in our lives: disrespect. These situations can be unpleasant, but what if we could learn from the ancient philosophy of Stoicism to face them with serenity? In this video, we will explore 10 practical Stoic principles that can help us handle disrespect in a more balanced way. So, I ask that you continue watching until the end because these tips are valuable. 1. Keep your cool. One of the fundamental concepts of the Stoics is that we are not disturbed by what happens to us but by how we interpret what happens to us. As Epictetus stated, people are not disturbed by things, but by the view they take of them. This means that disrespect, in itself, is not necessarily harmful or offensive. It is our interpretation and judgment that make us feel hurt or angered. Therefore, when someone disrespects us, it's important to remember that their behavior is a result of their own thoughts, feelings, and opinions and not a reflection of our true worth or merit. This can help us stay calm and not let disrespect affect our emotional state. 2. Self-reflection. An important aspect of Stoicism is the practice of self-reflection and self-analysis. The Stoics believed that the quality of our thoughts determines the quality of our lives, and we should always strive to improve ourselves and our actions. As Marcus Aurelius said, the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. Therefore, when confronted with disrespect, it's essential to reflect on ourselves and ask questions like, is there any truth in what the person said or did? Did I say or do something that contributed to this situation? How can I respond in a manner consistent with my values and virtues? By reflecting on ourselves and the situation objectively, we can gain a deeper understanding of the event and our own role in it. Self-reflection is a Stoic way to ensure that our responses are based on rational judgments rather than impulsive reactions. This helps us learn from the situation and promotes personal growth and wisdom. 3. Practice the pause. Seneca once said, "Whenever you are angry, be assured that it is not only a present evil, but that you have increased a habit." The Stoics valued self-control and rationality, arguing that impulsive reactions driven by intense emotions like anger or frustration often lead to wrong decisions and unnecessary suffering. When faced with disrespect, the Stoic approach encourages avoiding impulsive reactions. Instead, we should take a moment to pause and gather our thoughts. This pause allows us to regain control over our emotions and provides an opportunity to respond more thoughtfully and carefully. Resisting the urge to react immediately helps align our response with Stoic principles of wisdom and self-control. This approach often results in more constructive and less emotionally charged interactions when facing disrespect. 4. Cultivate empathy. Epictetus and other Stoic philosophers claimed, "Seek not the good in external things, seek it in yourselves." The Stoics believed in the interconnectedness of humanity and that understanding the motivations and emotions of others can lead to better interactions and personal growth. Therefore, when someone disrespects us, the Stoic approach suggests practicing empathy. Try to put yourself in the other person's shoes and understand their perspective. Empathy can help you see the situation from a different angle and realize that disrespect may not be personal or intentional but could stem from the other person's insecurities, fears, or ignorance. Additionally, empathy can help you feel compassion for the person and reduce your negative feelings towards them. By empathizing with the individual who disrespected you, you can avoid taking their words or actions personally and respond more respectfully and dignified. Empathy aids in understanding the other person's perspective, feelings, and motivations. Instead of getting angry or defensive, you can respond with kindness and respect. In this way, you avoid escalating the conflict and maintain your dignity. Empathy also reflects Stoic principles of wisdom, compassion, and self-improvement. It allows you to learn from challenging situations and grow as a person. 5. Focus on virtue. One of the key principles of Stoicism is the development of virtues such as wisdom and courage. The Stoics believed that these qualities were essential for living well and acting rightly. As Seneca said, virtue is nothing else than right reason. This means that being virtuous is the same as being rational and aligned with the natural order of things. The Stoics argued that virtue is the highest good in life, and everything else is indifferent. Therefore, when someone disrespects us, Stoicism guides us to focus on virtue in our response. This does not mean ignoring or tolerating disrespect, but responding in a way that reflects our Stoic values and principles. By concentrating on virtue, we can avoid being influenced by our emotions, maintain our dignity, and grow as individuals. Stoicism challenges us to be the best version of ourselves, even in challenging situations. 6. Embrace acceptance. One of the most important lessons of Stoicism is accepting what is beyond our control, such as the disrespect of others. As Epictetus said, he is a wise man who does not grieve for the things which he has not, but rejoices for those which he has. This means that we should be grateful for what we have and not worry about what we lack. Stoicism also teaches us to distinguish between what is within our control and what is not, known as the Stoic dichotomy of control. We can only control our thoughts, feelings, and actions, not external events or others' behavior. Therefore, when facing disrespect, we should not allow it to affect our inner peace. Instead, we should accept it as part of life and focus on what we can do to improve ourselves and our situation. By accepting disrespect with Stoicism, we can avoid unnecessary anger, frustration, and resentment. Moreover, we can learn from the experience and grow as individuals. This helps us handle disrespect in a rational and calm manner. 7. Use humor. Sometimes, a little laughter can go a long way. As the ancient philosopher Seneca said, you become a master of yourself when you learn how to handle that which should not be taken seriously. Stoicism teaches us to control our emotions and act rationally, but it also recognizes the value of humor when dealing with challenging situations. Humor can help us maintain emotional balance and avoid getting too angry or irritated when someone disrespects us. Instead of letting our emotions take over, we can choose to respond with a witty remark or a joke. Of course, humor should be used appropriately and in moderation, but it can be a useful Stoic technique for handling disrespect in a way that results in a more positive and peaceful outcome. 8. Set clear boundaries. Stoicism is not about being a doormat but about standing firm in the face of disrespect and injustice. It's about knowing your worth and demanding respect from others. It's about keeping what you can control and letting go of what you cannot. When someone disrespects you, you don't need to passively accept it. You don't need to explode in anger. You can be calm and assertive. You can point out what the person did wrong and how you expect to be treated. You can set clear and reasonable boundaries that protect your dignity and self-esteem. This is what Stoicism teaches. It teaches us to be strong, fair, and courageous. It teaches us to respect ourselves and others. It teaches us to maintain inner control and external dignity in any situation. 9. Choose forgiveness. Imagine someone disrespects you. How do you react? Do you explode in anger, or do you let it go? Ancient philosophy of Stoicism has some wisdom to offer. Stoics believe that forgiveness is not a favor to the other person but a gift to yourself. Forgiveness is the key to inner peace and happiness. However, forgiveness is not easy. It doesn't mean forgetting or approving of what happened. It means choosing to release the negative emotions that are harming you more than anyone else. Stoics say we should forgive everyone, but not indiscriminately. We should forgive with wisdom, compassion, and justice. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control and let go of what we cannot. We cannot control others' behavior, but we can control how we respond. We can choose to forgive and free ourselves from the burden of anger and resentment. We can choose to move forward with a sense of inner peace and tranquility. This is what Stoicism understands as forgiveness. It's not a weakness but a strength. It's not surrender but victory. It's not a sacrifice but a reward. Forgiveness is the ultimate act of self-care and personal growth.